Fire and fear across Southern California as wildfires are burning through the region. Stay tuned to find out evacuation areas, containment, and more.
Also, Senator Al Franken announced his upcoming resignation from the Senate amid harassment allegations. Stay tuned to find out just what he said in his announcement on the Senate floor yesterday. And holiday shopping is in full effect, so if you're looking for the best tech gifts of the season, we've got you covered. Stay tuned for our look at some of the hottest gifts of the season. Good afternoon, Orange County. I'm Haley Haskell. And I'm Nikki Lorenzen. There's lots of headlines to get to this morning, so let's get started.
California is burning out of control in many instances, destroying thousands of acres of land and hundreds of homes. You can even see the fires from space. And this morning, President Trump approved a California disaster declaration and federal aid to be coordinated by FEMA. This after a letter from Governor Brown saying statewide resources were not enough. This satellite image from NASA shows columns of smoke pouring off the edge of California's coast as thousands of acres burn across the region. Here's a look at the current fires across the Southland from a map given to us by our media partner, KABC. There are at least 6 separate fires burning, 3 of them new, from Santa Rosa in the north to San Diego in the south, burning a total of 140,000 acres. The Thomas Fire in Ojai alone is the size of Detroit. To the south, the Lilac Fire north of San Diego is of special concern.
Burning at an extremely rapid rate of spread westerly on the 76 corridor, impacting the communities of Vista and soon to be Oceanside. Currently, it is 2,500 acres with no containment.
For those who have not been currently impacted by the fire, they need to prepare as if they are going to be impacted by the fire. Where are they going to go? What are their escape routes? What is their communication to their family? What are they going to do with their pets? And do they have their vehicles loaded to go?
In addition to the thousands of acres burned and hundreds of homes destroyed, the quickly moving fire killed more than 24 horses north of San Diego. Heather Lake of KSWB has the story of volunteers who came to help.
People have been staying overnight. Owners that have come and found their horses, or trainers that are close with these horses, have been sleeping in their cars, or they've been able to open up some of the jockey facilities. There's rooms out here on the back side of the racetrack. This is where the Breeders' Cup that was just a month ago was taking place, and fortunately there was room for everyone. Now, all of you volunteers this morning, and what made you want to come out to help?
The horses.
Yeah,
they can't take care of themselves, so we take care of them.
And obviously you guys are giving them some TLC, but did you live in the area? Did you see the devastation and just kind of hit home for you?
Yeah, that's exactly right. You know, like you said, they can't get out themselves and take care of themselves. So, yeah, it just really tugged at my heart when I saw that they were here. And
you can tell that this guy's been through a lot. His coat has a lot of damage to it, and you can tell that he hasn't, been taken care of very well. So we don't know where all of these has been, and a lot of the horses are unaccounted for. Some of them don't. They have paperwork, but they don't have an owner yet. So people are kind of showing up. They're starting a database this morning, and hopefully being able to connect everyone with the horses that they own.
As wildfires spread across the state, it leaves us wondering, is this the new normal? This year has been the worst for fires ever in California. We wondered why. Here's a report from the New York Times. As we've said, part of what's made these fires so dangerous is that they're being propelled by the Santa Ana winds, some as high as 80 miles an hour. Weather reporter Adam Witten has the forecast for the next few days. Adam?
Thanks, Nikki. The Santa Ana winds have been tormenting Southern California this week with wind speeds ranging from 40 to 80 miles per hour. The dry air and harsh winds are due in part to an area of high pressure building over the west coast. The winds have caused a lot of damage alone, but also created perfect weather conditions for fires to spread very quickly. As it stands now, we have the containment percentages up on our Facebook page. Strangely, most of these fires seem to be centered around Moore Park. Fortunately for us, the wind speeds won't be going higher than 10 miles per hour going into next week. That's all from me. Back to you guys at the desk.
Senator Al Franken announced his resignation from Congress in a speech yesterday amid allegations of sexual misconduct and harassment. Despite defending himself and saying some of the allegations made against him are simply not true and that he remembers others differently, Franken said that he will be stepping down in the coming weeks. The resignation comes after about 2/3 of the Democrats in the Senate called for Franken to step down, as 8 women claim to have been assaulted or harassed by the one-time Saturday Night Live cast member. Franken called it the worst day of my political life, but did not leave without taking a parting shot at President Trump and Roy Moore.
Today, I am announcing that in the coming weeks, I will be resigning as a member of the United States Senate. I, of all people, am aware that there is some irony in the fact that I am leaving while a man who has bragged on tape about his history of sexual assault sits in the Oval Office, and a man who has repeatedly preyed on young girls campaigns for the Senate with the full support of his party.
The government is not shutting down, at least for now. While new legislation eliminates the threat of an immediate shutdown, but does not resolve questions about how the government should be funded down the road. Congress approved a short-term spending bill yesterday that will fund federal agencies at current levels for another 2 weeks, avoiding the threat of a government shutdown. The short-term measure is designed to keep the government open through December 22nd, while lawmakers try to work on an agreement on military spending and immigration, among other issues. The House and the Senate passed the bill, and after meeting with congressional leaders from both parties, the measure now goes to President Trump for his signature. Without the bill, the government would have run out of money at midnight today.
Just 2 days after President Trump declared Jerusalem the capital of Israel, there were protests all over the Mideast. Palestinians clashed with Israeli troops along Gaza and the West Bank, injuring dozens, at least one seriously. 2 missiles were launched from Gaza at Israel, but they fell short. The violence was expected after the president's announcement. Here's more in Internationally Informed with Tristan Davis.
President Trump declared Jerusalem the capital of Israel on Wednesday and mentioned he has intentions to move the U.S. Embassy.
Therefore, I have determined that it is time to officially recognize Jerusalem as the capital of Israel.
This plan will derail the past 50 years of foreign policy between the countries and threaten the already fragile Israeli-Palestinian peace process. Trump reportedly told the presidents of Palestine and Jordan that he plans on moving the U.S. Embassy, currently in Tel Aviv, to Jerusalem, which was met by great criticism from the 2 leaders. The move will not be immediate, as the president plans to sign a 6-month waiver delaying the embassy's move. Russia's Olympic team was banned from the 2018 Winter Games on Tuesday after evidence came to light of doping and cheating. The country was found guilty after a 16-month investigation on a systematic state-sponsored doping program and altering their athletes' test results. As punishment, individual Russian athletes can apply for the Games, but will not be allowed to wear their country's uniform. Russian officials will not be allowed to attend the Games either, and their flag will not appear in the opening ceremony along with their national anthem. The United States is on the brink of war with North Korea after an intercontinental ballistic missile launched by North Korea last week showed enough potential to reach U.S. mainland. The Hwasong-15 is the 3rd ICBM to be tested by North Korea in the last 6 months and can carry a larger payload over further distances, according to Seoul. President Trump has requested that North Korea's main allies, China and Russia, cut ties with the authoritarian state. Both have refused, and Russia has even boosted oil exports to North Korea for fears that the country will collapse. As tensions rise, the U.S. is losing time to find a diplomatic solution. That was Internationally Informed. I'm Tristan Davis with Chapman News.
Next week, Thursday to be exact, will be crucial for anyone who uses the internet, which means all of us. The FCC, the Federal Communications Commission, has vowed to do away with what's called net neutrality. Net neutrality guarantees an even playing field from internet providers. The FCC says it's stifling competition. Adam Winton has our report.
Net neutrality is an important aspect of the internet. When the internet has neutrality, internet providers must provide equal preference to all websites and maintain the same network speeds at all times. FCC Chairman Ajit Pai is pushing to put an end to net neutrality on December 14th. Without net neutrality, internet service providers, or ISPs, will be allowed to decrease speeds for some sites and block content and websites entirely for others. ISPs can charge sites a premium to have their sites run quickly or even to have the ability to be viewed. Users would have to pay extra for faster speeds or to access certain websites the ISPs would not want you to access, like any site that would be a competitor or any news sources they don't want users to access. Businesses that make most of their money online could fail. Free sharing of information could fail. The entire way of life for the internet community would fail. We go to the students of Chapman to hear what they think.
The internet is free already, and we shouldn't have to pay extra just to have that freedom.
Being in the digital world, I would say that I need every single website possible, and I need everything to be neutral, because if I'm going on one website and then I'm going on another, usually I have a couple tabs up at the same time. I don't want to be bouncing around hoping that I get one connection here and not one there, especially being a college student nowadays. I only come to school with my laptop, so not having that freedom of speed or even coverage or what I get to see is kind of backwards.
Dang. All right. Yeah, no, I feel like I didn't really know about that, but I feel like that shouldn't be allowed. They shouldn't be able to block what we're able to see and slow that down, because that should all be free to the public.
I think it is a horrible situation that we're still in. It seemed, we went through this a few years ago, but the scary part is it looks like the FCC might actually succeed this time.
As you can see, the Chapman community is not really excited about the FCC's new move. If you have any issues, please contact your congressman or contact the FCC. Live from Chapman campus, I'm Adam Winton, Chapman News.
Coming up, Alexis Rodriguez gives us some fun ideas of stuff to do before the holidays.
And our very own Haley Haskell gives us a first look at Chapman's new student housing. All that and more coming up.
Follow your dreams. Chapman University. Take your life to new heights. Chapman University. Invest your humanity. Lead. Follow your dreams. Chapman University. History, philosophy, peace studies, languages. Study abroad and explore the world. Become a global citizen. The Wilkinson College at Chapman University. Invest your humanity. Lead.
If you're looking for some spots to hit up on or off campus to study for finals, Matt and Caitlin did a little bit of research. What are your suggestions, guys?
Chapman University students already are hitting the books in preparation for the dreaded finals week. Many students choose to stay on campus and give insight on their absolute favorite spots.
I like the library because you're kind of guaranteed a bit of quiet. Right here?
Right, yeah. AF patio?
Or right in here in the Pinky Center? Is that what it's called?
I think so, yeah.
I have to be either in the library or somewhere at AF.
I mean, this is a pretty great
outside
spot.
Starbucks.
Yeah, outside Starbucks. This is a pretty great place. It's quiet, comfortable.
Now, clearly studying in any of these locations seems to be a popular trend, but what if you just don't want to be too close to campus?
Well, Caitlin, I actually have some hidden gems off campus we can head on over to.
Let's check those out.
If you're a student without a car, you may want to check out some of these coffee shops around the circle.
I mean, Contra has a really chill vibe, and there's lots of Wi-Fi accessibility and tables, and this cool little corner spot with the outlet. So it just makes it like a super convenient and really fully fledged final studying spot.
Although some are concerned at the lack of Wi-Fi, Aussie Bean does well for people who are studying in groups and need a little bit more of a social atmosphere.
It's still a really nice environment to relax in, to come in between classes, catch up with your classmates maybe, have a meeting, have like a study session. Doesn't necessarily need internet, but if you can bring a hotspot here if you really need it.
And even though those are just 2 amazing coffee shops around campus, I probably know of a solid 10 other ones. Maybe hit up Kavacha, True Brew, Bodhi Leaf. Speak up, Matt, do you want to go study somewhere?
I can't, I have to study. Oh wait, sorry. Yeah, fine, sure. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, you know what? Yeah, let's do it. We'll take a step back, we'll breathe, we'll concentrate, we'll hydrate.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, sounds good.
But you know what I'm most excited for? Once finals are over, that means that the holiday season is about to begin. And if you need a quick break from studying, Alexis has some spots that you can head on over to get in the holly jolly spirit. Should we go to Alexis?
Yes.
Thanks, Matt and Caitlin. I'm out here in the streets of Old Town Orange where the Christmas lights are in full swing for the holidays. This is the perfect way to take a break from your studying for finals, and it's the perfect college price, free. If you're driving around looking for the best spots to catch some bright holiday cheer, look no further than Maple Street and Pine. Here you can find the most festive homes using enough power to light up the entire city. Everything from reindeer to snowmen to even Christmas pigs can be found here. So hop in your cars, blast the heat, and tune your radio to Coast 103.5. Amongst all the finals, you might not have time to celebrate the holidays until after next week is over. If you never have time to visit Disneyland during the semester, post-exam perfection is visiting the happiest place on earth. You don't want to miss a chance to see Disneyland's 2017 A Christmas Fantasy Parade. Students of all years can enjoy the 40-minute musical celebration down Main Street, USA. And if you're in the mood to give back to the community this holiday season, look no further than Mary's Kitchen. This kitchen has been in service since 1984 and feeds 450 homeless daily. Located only 1 mile away from Chapman's campus, any student can take part in feeding the homeless and helping out an impactful organization.
I want to be here every week. It's so rewarding. The people that are the other volunteers are so dedicated to what they're doing.
Whether it be volunteering or looking at some holiday decorations, no matter what it is you choose to do, be sure to check it out, all in Orange County during the holidays. This has been Alexis Rodriguez for Chapman News.
Chapman University recently purchased a new apartment complex, and I got a first look inside. Last month, Chapman announced the purchase of Anaheim apartment complex Catella Grand as student housing. The complex will be renamed Chapman Grand and will provide housing for around 900 students in 399 1, 2, and 3-bedroom units. Chapman purchased the complex for $148 million and is issuing $150 million in bonds to pay for the property.
The organization of Catella Grand is structured such that the revenue that we'll take in from students who are being priced at the same level as on-campus housing will cover all of the costs, including the indebtedness, but also the operating costs. We have to maintain it, we have to replace furniture when it gets bad, and we have to have staff on site. We just talked about public safety. There's going to be other staff on site. There are a number of costs that we're going to have to cover as it goes along.
The deal officially went through a few weeks ago, and Chapman is now taking steps to claim the property as their own, including offering tours to students interested in living there. Each unit has a full kitchen, washer and dryer, and patio space. Furniture will be provided, as well as all utilities currently found in the residence halls. The complex also features a fitness center, pool, study rooms, and lounge spaces.
I think they're going to be pleasantly surprised, if not shocked, at how much space they're going to get for a similar price. Because right now, for example, we're pricing it similar to the Sandu Suites, which aren't inexpensive at all. But we don't want to go any higher than that if we can. So right now, for example, if you're in a 2-bedroom suite in Sandu, so you're sharing a bedroom with someone else, and then there's another bedroom, so there's 4 of you live in this place, and then you have a small little living area and kitchenette. Well, for a similar price, you're going to get a full kitchen, a living room, a patio, in washer dryer. It's going to be a nice apartment for a similar rate.
Students taking tours of the complex were surprised by the space and amenities offered by Chapman Grand.
I think with everybody, we all really, really liked the fact that we have our own laundry and washing machine and dryer, which is great. I like that there's a living room to actually sit in that's not connected to the rooms. The walk-in closets were amazing, especially for somebody like me who has a lot of clothes.
If you'd like to see for yourself all that Chapman Grand has to offer, the Office of Residence Life in the First Year Experience will be offering tours both next week and during interterm. Reporting from Anaheim, California, I'm Haley Haskell, Chapman News.
The holiday season is in full effect, and if you're looking for the perfect gift for the techie in your life, we've got you covered. Our resident techie, Robert Rosenfeld, is here with us in the studio to show some of the coolest gadgets of the season on a special edition of the Week in Tech. Thank you so much for being with you.
Thanks so much for having me, guys. It's nice to get out from the control room, behind the mic, in studio to show you guys some of the coolest tech gadgets of the season. Whether it's for the techie in your life who just wants more tech, like me, just to fill their lives, or someone who just wants to use tech to make their lives a little bit easier. Got a ton of products to cover, so let's jump into it.
What are these?
First things first, we have the Amazon Echo Plus. It's the second generation of Amazon's Alexa-powered speaker. So the cool thing is it has a better speaker, and they're a 360-degree speaker system to really fill the room you're listening to in with audio. Really great sounding speaker, got a lot of bass, sounds really good. Also has the brains of Alexa, Amazon's virtual assistant, so you can use Alexa to give you directions, give you the weather forecast, play music, play games. It's really cool. It's very smart. It's getting smarter every day. There's also a bunch of smart home tech that can be connected to this, so you can tell Alexa to turn on off the lights or lock your front door. Really, really cool. There's a very vast ecosystem.
For the ultimate lazy person like me.
It sounds super handy.
It's really cool. Great thing about this is if you have someone in their lives who already has an Amazon Echo, this not only has a better speaker, but you're able to kind of use Echoes in different rooms to kind of play different music in each room and have kind of a multi-room audio experience. Really cool. And if someone doesn't have an Echo, they're just going to love it. It's a great gift to get anyone. Anyone's really going to enjoy the Echo Plus. $149 price point for this guy. It's pretty reasonable, pretty affordable. It's great. But if you're looking to set up just a little bit more, you can check out the Echo Show. Retail for this one is $229, so a little bit more expensive, but you're getting a screen. So you get that same really great speaker system that's in the Echo Plus, in the Echo Show. Sounds really good in any room you put it in, but you have a screen on there. So when you ask Alexa, hey, how do I make gingerbread cookies? Or what's the traffic going to be like down to downtown LA? Or what's the weather? You can visualize it and see it, which is really handy, really helpful.
That seems like it'd be a really great gift for my grandparents.
It's really great. Speaking of grandparents, the Echo Show is great because it allows for really easy video conferencing. There's no hassle, there's no app to set up, it just works. So you literally can pre-program this thing, give it to the grandparents and say, hey, Alexa, call my grandson Johnny or call my granddaughter Brooke. And it'll automatically go, it'll call them, no hassle, no having to deal with an app, it'll just work right out of the box. There's a webcam right on top.
That's impressive.
Grammy would love that.
It's going to work super simply. It is fantastic. Again, a little bit more expensive, but it's worth it because you're getting that screen. Echo Show, both from Amazon. Great products.
Definitely think I might be.
Yeah.
Definitely think I might be getting that for a few people in my life.
It's great. They're both great. They're both really safe Christmas gifts. I mean, anyone's going to love an Echo Plus, Echo Show. You can't go wrong. They're safe bets.
No, I need something that will clean my house for me because I have 4 jobs. So give me something that'll clean my house.
So whether you have like pet hair or a kid spill anything or anything that you have on carpet or wood, You're going to want to get a robot vacuum. This is the RoboVac from a company called Eufy. Great thing about this is it has the brain power to be able to be controlled by an app. So you can set the time of when you want this thing to start, when you want it to end, the room it's going into. It also can be controlled by a little handy dandy remote. So if you want to be super lazy and sit on the couch and just kind of control left, right, where this thing goes, it can do that as well. Really handy. Another great thing about this is it has Alexa capability. So I was talking about that smart home stuff earlier. Cool thing about this is it has that capability built in. So you can say, Alexa, tell RoboVac to start vacuuming. This thing will turn on automatically. It'll start vacuuming. It'll take any need to get up and turn this thing on. You're not going to have to do that. It takes all the hard work out of it, all that hard work of turning on that vacuum cleaner.
Cleans up after messy boyfriends and messy cats.
It's going to do it. It's going to do it for you.
Actually, this could probably double as a cat toy, I'm guessing.
It's great. It's really cool.
Riding around on that.
It has sensors in there, so it won't, scare your cat or dog, and won't bump into things. It's really good, very smart. Retail price is $299, a little expensive, but it's quite worth it, especially when you look at the competition like the Roomba from iRobot. It's pretty competitively priced, especially with what you're getting. So it's the RoboVac from Eufy. Let's talk about the bedside table, that bedside clock. It does weather. It'll probably play you your favorite song in the morning or radio station. Of course, tells you the time. But this one, the LaMetric time, kind of puts a cool twist on that. It does all those things, but it also has the ability to be programmed through a web interface, through apps. So you can actually go on a website, drag and drop different things, and you can set this thing to do different functions. You can have it order you your favorite pizza from Domino's. You can have it order you an Uber. It's really cool. There's a couple of different built-in functions you can scroll through. How many Facebook friends you have, if you're trying to get popular on YouTube, how many subscribers do you have, the moon phase, a stopwatch, anything like that. Super cool, very handy to have by your bedside table.
So which button orders me pizza?
The button to order me pizza. This is great too for anyone who wants to get into programming. LaMetric has on their website a super simple drag and drop interface. So you can just program in about 5 minutes. I do this button, order me pizza. I do this, it does this. Super simple, very nice.
Very cool.
Pretty affordable, $199. It's got a little bit of some backlash online because it's a little pricey, but it's really cool, especially being able to be updated all the time through apps. It makes this thing last a little bit longer. It'll do things, the screen dynamically changes. It's really cool.
I think we should all go in on one for our YouTube reporter, Matt Peterson.
Yeah,
so we can follow
live subscriber count.
That's a great idea.
Success in real time. So all these cool things. Last but not least, you have someone who's just, they don't like tech. They like sports. They're into outdoorsy type stuff. They want to get out. They want to get in the water, but they want to be able to capture their footage in the best possible quality. If they're looking for that, the GoPro Hero 6 Black Edition is their answer.
Ooh,
it's the newest,
fancy.
the latest and greatest from GoPro. Cool thing about this camera is it shoots 4K video, also 4K slow motion. It has a custom processor in there from GoPro that allows it to transfer video faster, has better stabilization. Really cool camera. Great thing about the Hero 6 Black Edition that's new is it's got a screen on the back, so you're able to kind of see exactly what it is that you're recording.
Oh, wow.
And it's also waterproof right out of the box. So no need to deal with that plastic little case that GoPros used to have. You'd have to kind of clamp it on there, take it in and out. It just kind of got a little bit cumbersome. Super easy, waterproof right out of the box. So get it out of the box, get it wet, go to the beach. It's going to work right out of the box. Really cool.
Seems like a good solution for Dodge students.
That's great. Great for any student. Even if you just want to do a thesis film where you want a cool behind-the-scenes camera, GoPros are great. The ecosystem that GoPros have is also really cool because you have a lot of different mounts and accessories, and you can really put this camera pretty much anywhere that you want to put it. Retail for it's a little expensive, $499, but again, this is the top-end camera that GoPro makes. It's 4K, but if you're looking to save a little bit of money, the last year's edition of the GoPro Hero 5 Black Edition, is still a fantastic camera, and it's also a little bit cheaper. So look around for those deals online. You can probably find a cheaper GoPro, but if you want the best of the best, Hero 6 Black Edition. All these products are very cool, very techy. They're great for anyone in your life.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks for having me, guys. If you want more information on all these products, including the prices, where to find them, links to buy them, you can check out the Facebook page for The Week in Tech over at facebook.com/theweekintech. All the links on where you can buy them, and as well as other products I recommend. If you're looking for the smartphone to get that certain person in your life, I'll have that on there as well. If you want to follow me along on my career path of talking tech, you can check out my personal website over at robistech.com. I've got my social links on there. I've got videos. If you want to hire me for after graduation, my fiance and I would certainly appreciate that. But you can check out my website there and find more information on me. I really appreciate you letting me into your homes and onto your screens each week to talk tech. I sincerely hope you've enjoyed it as much as I have, and thanks for geeking out with me every week, everybody.
We love it.
I really
Thank you
appreciate
so much,
it.
Robert.
For the final time from the desk, I am Robert Rosenfeld, and that was a special edition of The Week in Tech.
here to stay. We'll let you know after the break.
And fellow Panthers took home a championship victory on Saturday night. Stay tuned to hear what it was all about.
Emergency disasters happen with little or no warning and often occur while you are away from home. Be ready for emergencies by registering your alternate phone numbers, cell phones, and email addresses at alertoc.com. You will receive alerts when an emergency occurs near your workplace or neighborhood.
They call me Maxie, but I prefer tripod. I was your above-average four-legged homie, and then wham, bam, minivan. Some people pity me. Now that's lame. I still run, fetch, and swim. And the ladies love me. I'm the ultimate wingman. Just don't ask me to high five.
You know, Haley, the weather has been so crazy this week lately. I feel like I need a coat in the morning and some shorts in the afternoon.
I know. I guess this weather has really been blowing me away.
That is a very good pun. And you know who else probably has a very good pun for weather is Adam. Got anything for us?
I was going to have a pun, but you literally took the only thing I could do. Yeah, it was really windy this last week, but coming up this week, the wind's going to die down quite a bit, nothing higher than 10 miles an hour. Today, it's going to be mostly sunny at 82 degrees. For the rest of Orange County, you can see that over here in Westminster, it's going to be 77, Newport 77, Irvine 77, Orange 79, Laguna 78, and San Clemente 74. Moving on to the rest of SoCal, up in Santa Barbara, it's going to be 73, Los Angeles 77, Avalon, Anaheim, and Palm Springs, all 79. Oceanside, 75. San Diego, 73. And up in Big Bear Lake, it's going to be pretty cold with a nice 53 degrees. For your 5-day outlook, on Friday, it's going to be 82. That's today. Saturday, 85. Sunday, 85. Monday, 83. Tuesday, 83. Mostly sunny most of the time. It's going to be nice to sit outside while you're studying. That's it for me. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thank you, Adam. Now, if you're looking for sports, we all know Michael and Tim are the guys to go to. Michael is graduating, so my very good friend Michael Hofling, that's him, leads for our very last time in the Best Campus Sports Show. We started our journey here together what seems like a very long time ago, and we wrap it up together here today as a team. So, Hof, show them how it's done.
Those blueberries were super sweet, but not as sweet as you, Nikki. Welcome to the final Best Campus Sports Show of this semester, and the final time that I'll be behind this desk. I'm Michael Hofling. My never-ending journey to beat an athlete at their own game has yielded me no wins through the first year and a half. In my final competition, I tried to take it to Rob Nelson, a senior basketball player, and one of the biggest reasons for his team's 6-0 start. It was now or never. And well, I guess it's never for me.
Thank you, Michael. We are in for a tough one today. Not only are we facing Rob Nelson, men's basketball superstar, but it's also our last time to actually prove we are somewhat athletic. Rob, you want to explain the rules to our audience really quick?
Yeah, so it's a game of knockout. We each have 2 lives. Last person standing is the winner. So hope you're ready. I'm going to be shooting left-handed. I'm not that good left-handed, but let's see what happens.
So it's on record where if I lose, I'm just really bad.
You could say that, yeah.
Rob doesn't know what he's in for. I have what you would say is called the skills that kills. First shot, all it's gonna take is 2.
You guys have actually had a pretty good season without some of your star players from previous years, Cam Haslam, James Taylor, not with you guys, but you've had a good start. What have you guys done to embrace the loss and sort of keep your winning momentum going?
So we started the season 6-0. It's a great start, but we can't dwell on that fact. So every game we just go into it thinking that it's one game at a time.
just started conference play, your first game, haven't really delved into it, but is it going to be more difficult moving into conference play than earlier this year?
Yeah, conference play is definitely much more difficult than the preseason just because of the amount of scouting that teams do. We play each team twice, and so sometimes they scout really well, so sometimes it's going to be a lot harder to run actual plays, and so.
Left-handed too. I know. Is your goal to win the regular season and the playoffs, or is it just to get into the playoffs and move one step at a time?
It really starts at just winning each game, so it's really one game at a time. If we do happen to win the regular season, of course we're not going to complain, but just really getting to the top 4, because anything can happen in the top 4, and so it'd be nice if we could get that number 1 seed, get home court advantage, and then make it even further.
Thank you, and for the final time, I'm Michael Hofling with Rob Nelson. Thank you for watching Athlete of the Week.
I'm not upset. Why would I be upset? I only spent every week trying to come up with some way I could beat an athlete and never accomplished it. Everything's fine. I'm not mad. From one season just getting underway to another that seems like it ended yesterday. We have Hunter Spriggs in the studio today. Hunter, thank you so much for joining us.
Of course, it's a pleasure.
Yeah, we talked about you earlier this semester. You were one of our featured stories. You battled cancer throughout this whole season. You opted to stay here with the team rather than go with your family. How much did the team influence that decision?
It had a lot to do with it. You know, that is my family. I was really happy that they, stood by me through everything I've gone through. It was really great to have them there and to work out with them every day, to see them every day. It's really just something else. You don't really get that kind of family anywhere else.
Yeah, absolutely. And you guys, your season just ended. A frustrating first-round loss in the NCAA tournament to Mary Hardin-Baylor, of course, one of the best teams. But you did still surprise a lot of people together. What was the message that you guys sent, that you think the Chapman community sent to the rest of the SCIAC?
That we can get to playoffs, that we are now the dominating force of this conference, and that we're here to stay that way. And it was good that we did get to play the best team in the country, see how we perform up to that bar.
Absolutely. And then, of course, we spoke with you a couple weeks ago. You were in studio for our final game for the Chapman Sports Broadcast Network. You told me then that you were 90% cancer-free. Now, you told me just recently, close to 97. How does it feel to be close to that finishing line?
I'm really anxious. I'm waiting. February, I go see my oncologist again. I'm waiting for him to tell me, you're 100% cancer-free, and it's going to be a celebration. Yeah. I'm going to be super happy.
I can imagine after so long. I can imagine that there's going to be nothing better than getting back out there and playing with your family again.
Absolutely. I'm getting ready for spring, and hopefully I'll be even able to do a 5th year too. So 2 more years of playing.
Absolutely, Hunter. Thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate your time, and we wish you the best of luck in the rest of your football endeavors and the rest of Chapman's football endeavors as well.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. Our fellows next door neighbors, the Orange High School Panthers football team, they have some celebrating to do. Haley Haskell has the story.
Neighbors of Chapman and fellow Panthers, Orange High just won their first CIF football championship this past Saturday for the first time in nearly 90 years. The Panthers defeated Silver Valley High School of Urumo with a score of 30-20, taking home the CIF Southern Section Division 13 championship. Orange now advances to the CIF State Regional Playoffs, where they will go up against Central Section Division 5 champions Caruthers High School tonight at Fred Kelly Stadium. Lots of hype led up to the championship game, including a pep rally last Friday night at Hart Park, where hundreds of fans showed their support. I'm here at Fred Kelly Stadium, where Orange High School has just won their first CIF championship title since 1929 against the Silver Valley High School Trojans. The final score was 30-20, and Orange High School fans are just celebrating the huge accomplishment for this school. As you can see, the crowd around me is very excited about this win for their team.
We came in pretty strong, and we kind of lacked a little bit, but, we came through. We took the dub, and pretty soon we're going to have a big ring on our fingers, you know what I mean? And it's going to be heavy on our fingers, and it's nice to win.
We came out here, executed the game plan, we followed through, and fought to the end.
Shout out to Andy Diaz.
Shout
out to Coach Pedroza, biggest fan out here.
That we did what we needed to do, and got a ring. The defense stepped up, offense stepped up, and that's about it.
We got these. We made it. We champions.
The Panthers couldn't be more excited to take home their first championship title since 1929 and celebrated the victory with their traditional celebration of doing victory laps around the Old Town Plaza for every touchdown they scored, but this time with a little extra excitement. After taking 3 laps around the circle with fans waiting around the edges and center, the bus is parked in the center of the circle and the boys ran to the fountain, splashing around in victory while fans cheered.
This means it means everything for the city, for the school, for our coaches, for our fans, for our players. Since 1929, it's the best feeling around right now.
Reporting from Orange, California, this is Haley Haskell for Chapman News.
The Panthers take on Carruthers High School tonight at 7:30 p.m. at Fred Kelly Stadium here in Orange. The only game close by takes place later tonight. The men's basketball team puts their perfect record on the line against a tough UC Santa Cruz Banana Slugs team. Then they'll wait 10 days for their next contest against Mount St. Mary of New York. That game will take place in Miami, Florida. Lucky guys. And the very next day, the men's team will take on Cabrini. Both the games are part of the Hoop Miami Division III shootout. The women's first game of a break will also be on the 19th at UC Irvine. Then on December 21st, the women's team will kick off their Panther Poet Classic with a game against Hiram. Now before I head out, Tim told me he made something for me. And if you've ever seen his arts and crafts skills, you can imagine my relief when he told me it was a package. It's been a great 2 years here at Chapman News. I've been honored to have been your sportscaster.
Thanks, Michael. So if he hasn't already told you guys, Michael is leaving us a semester early, and this is his last show with Chapman News. I've only known Michael 2 years because I transferred in, but he has become one of my closest friends. And he's left quite an impression on everyone here in the Chapman broadcast program. So Michael, before you leave us, I wanted to give you a little going away present. And don't worry, no matter how much of an Office fan I am, it will be a nicer present than what Michael Scott gave to Toby on his last day.
Toby, why don't you open your present?
No. No, hey, this might not be what I think that I don't even know is in there because there are a lot of presents in my car and I don't know which is which.
Suck on this.
Since we're sports guys and we're all about highlights, I put together a Michael Hofling highlight tape of my own. You've had your great moments along with plenty of jokes and a few mistakes. Let's take a look.
Coming up, we spoke to the Biggest Losers, Dolvet Quince. My ex-wife could use his help.
Plus, we take a look at how the construction of Chapman Studios has progressed.
I'm a junior on the water polo team and I'm a captain. Thanks for watching Tailgate Talk.
What do you think you're doing?
Oh.
This is my line.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
I'm Michael Hofling with Tailgate Talk, here with Jeff O'Brien, and for showing me up, I'm gonna have to show him up in the water. Yes, that is a Louis Vuitton Speedo. I had to kill like 4 leopards to get this.
Back to you, Tim, you handsome devil.
You know, Tim, you're pretty handsome, but I think I look pretty good in this suit too.
I don't know, I think that wetsuit suited me pretty well, Michael.
Well, nothing suits me like a suit. Joe Muti in the backfield. Funny story about him. Early on in the season, he brought a donut into the locker room. Chris Williams, the safety, gave him the nickname Joey Bag of Donuts, and it stuck. And Joey Bag of Donuts gets into the bakery and asks for a half dozen. Another score for Chapman. Welcome to the Best Campus Sports Show. You caught me at a bad time. I'm hungry. Hungry for Chapman playoffs. Ba-boom! Ba-boom! Before we finish. Tim, you're fired. Stop trying to steal my show. After being interrupted continuously by the moderator announcing the end of her time, Sanchez suddenly dropped her head and lifted her arms, doing what appeared to be a dab.
Does that look like a dab to you? I don't know.
Got hit hard from both sides, crunched a little bit.
Almost all 3 sides there.
Yeah, maybe. All 3 sides? There's 4 sides.
You got
Come
4
on.
sides.
Batista, play action, looking deep, has a man wide open, cave-in. Amendzadeh is amazing for the touchdown. They're above 40, 45. Wasn't that nice? It's always good to stroll down memory lane. Okay.
Michael, Nothing suits you better than this job, and we've all been happy to have been your classmates at Chapman. You're a great broadcaster and an even better friend. For the last time we're both on a Chapman broadcast together, see how I left the door open there for us working together in the future? It's going to happen. I'm Tim Wolf. Back to you, Michael.
Thank you, Tim. You're a true friend of the crowd. They're the best. Dilly dilly, Tim. Dilly dilly. I know the show will be in good hands next semester after I've graduated. And no matter how sappy it is, my dad always, still to this day, tells me, if you're gonna live with what you do, you better love what you do. And I love what I do. Back to you guys at the desk.
The city of Orange just got lit for the holidays. Find out why coming up next.
And find out who made Time Magazine's coveted Person of the Year.
I'll never forget the day our landlord called and said, "Read your lease. No pets allowed." My owner tells him my dog ate the lease, but that didn't work. And now I'm stuck in a shelter. But this pit bull is ready for a new crib. I'm loving, loyal, and play well with others. So don't be intimidated by all my muscles, because the biggest one I have is my heart. That's right, I said it.
Follow your dreams. Chapman University. Take your life to new heights. Chapman University. Invest your humanity. Lead.
Well, with interterm coming and vacation calling our names, Jessica Metter has all the entertainment news we need to know on how to spend our upcoming time off. Jessica?
Thanks, Nikki and Haley. Well, we all know I love Christmas, but how do Orange locals feel?
It's finally starting to feel like Christmas here in Orange. Locals and visitors alike gathered in the circle to enjoy games, performances, and of course, a tree lighting.
We happened upon it. I saw it on Facebook, and then I thought, oh, maybe. And then we ended up nearby, and there were so many people. I saw a little train riding around, and I thought, that looks like fun.
What do kids want for Christmas this year? I don't know. We're about to figure out and ask them what they're asking Santa for.
A Razor motorcycle, microphone, an Xbox One, a choo-choo train, a bicycle.
A bicycle?
Yeah, bike.
He wants a little brother in a couple days.
On a hoverboard. I want Barbies.
The kids got to take up those wishes with the big man himself when they waited for the main event to take place.
2, 1.
So the tree has just been lit, and now the holiday seasons have officially begun here in Orange County. Reporting live for Chapman News, I'm Matt Peterson.
The star on the tree in Orange isn't the only thing in the spotlight this week. Time named their Person of the Year. Wait, it's People of the Year? As in multiple? Is that like when I circle all the answers on a multiple choice question? Caitlin, please explain.
Time Magazine's Person of the Year was announced, and not only is it one empowering person, but rather an entire group of extremely empowering women. The magazine's cover is dedicated to these women they are calling the Silence Breakers. This group, including Taylor Swift and Ashley Judd, is made up of celebrities who have vocalized their sexual assault experiences. The People of the Year have been using their individual platforms to say something and ultimately create change. However, not all has been so smooth sailing for the magazine's publish. After discovering that the runner-up for this honor was President Trump, celeb Demi Lovato tweeted about her disappointment. Due to the fact that Trump has had multiple women accuse him of sexual assault, Lovato posts about the magazine's hypocrisy and disrespect toward the women on the cover. Despite the fact that Trump tweeted his disinterest in taking this honor anyway, the magazine responded saying, "The president is incorrect about how we choose Person of the Year. Time does not comment on our choice until publication." All in all, the leading women who are featured in the publication continue to spread the hashtag #MeToo message, allowing more to speak up and out.
Oh, that definitely makes more sense. So from People of the Year to Movies of the Year, our reporter Brenny Seipel found out what movies we should be looking forward to this month.
Have a holly jolly Christmas? Well, in case you didn't hear, December is proving to be the month of movies. Every week brings a bundle of highly anticipated films that you won't want to miss. The movie madness begins with I, Tonya on December 8th, a story about famous ice skater Tonya Harding and her biggest competition in 1994. If you're looking for something out of this world, Star Wars The Last Jedi comes out on December 15th, and rumor has it you can expect some royal cameos. Also be on the lookout for film stars Don't Die in Liverpool, starring Annette Bening, which tells the story of actor Peter Turner's love affair with Hollywood legend Gloria Graham. Get your safari hat ready for the new Jumanji reboot, Jumanji Welcome to the Jungle, starring Dwayne Johnson and Jack Black, which comes out on December 20th. On the 22nd, a new Spielberg spectacle, The Post, starring Tom Hanks and Meryl Streep, will hit the big screen. It tells the story of Kay Graham, the country's first female newspaper publisher, as well as Ben Bradley and the Pentagon Papers. If none of these films tickle your fancy, there are many more mega movies expected to hit theaters this month. Chris, hoping to have a holly jolly Christmas?
Well, now I want to go get in line at the movies. Giving you the latest in entertainment for the last time, I'm Jessica Metter, and back to you at the desk.
The Children's Hospital of Orange County is right down the street from our studio. With the help of Ryan Seacrest Foundation, they actually happen to have a broadcast studio of their own.
Hoping to have, and just a reminder, coming up at 2:30, we have Extreme Sports with a special host, DJ Pop Rocks, which you definitely don't want to.
The Children's Hospital of Orange County offers primary and specialty care clinics just like other children's hospitals. What makes CHOC unique is the influence of the Ryan Seacrest Foundation. The Seacrest Foundation has built 10 broadcast media centers within pediatric hospitals across the country, all named Seacrest Studios. The location in Orange County is the only one on the West Coast. Their mission is to provide children and families an uplifting distraction from the difficulties these children face on a daily basis. The studio is outfitted with professional radio and TV broadcasting equipment such as studio cameras, a TriCaster, a professional soundboard, and a green screen. CHOC Children's Media Program Coordinator Brian Mundia has been with Seacrest Studios for almost 5 years and is very passionate about the program.
The best part about it for me is seeing our kids come in and light up at the fact that there's equipment in here that they can do such fun things with.
In addition to the Foundation's initiatives and the facilities, each Seacrest Studios offers an internship program to connect university students with the patients in the hospital.
It seems like everybody wants the same result, which is to make a kid happy and give them this experience that they otherwise wouldn't have.
The studio here at the Children's Hospital in Orange County will be celebrating their 5-year anniversary in March. The Ryan Seacrest Foundation continues to open new studios with their 10th edition in Nashville last year. Reporting from inside the Bill Holmes Tower at CHOC, I'm John Ryder, Chapman News.
If you or anyone you know is interested in volunteering at CHOC or interning at Seacrest Studios, you can visit the RyanSeacrestFoundation.org. And I must say, I am a current intern there, and it has been the most wonderful experience. I've had such a great time.
You know what else is a wonderful story that we've covered so far this year?
What, Nikki?
Alexis Rodriguez last week showed us a story about Chapman students that were helping to reply to Santa letters. And you know what? I think she's actually out there right now replying to some of those letters. Alexis, how does it feel to play Santa?
What's going on?
Thanks, Nikki and Haley. I'm here at Madison Elementary School. We are live with the children here. Say hi, everybody. They have just received their presents. Earlier we had President Daniele Strupa from Chapman University handing out the presents to everyone. And now we have our fraternity Santa. So everyone, we're going to open our presents on 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. They're very excited to be here today. We're so excited that we got to come and watch them. All right, let's go talk to some of the kids and see how it's going. All right, so how do you feel about your present?
I feel great. I feel really thankful for what you guys gave us a lot. Thank you.
Yeah, of course. We're so happy that you guys liked your presents. What did you get?
I got a slime kit. I got a slime kit.
Oh my gosh, do you love making slime? Yeah. Is that your favorite present that you've received so far?
Yeah.
What other students have gotten? What did you get?
I got a Pokemon Boost trading card pack.
Is Pokemon your favorite game?
Yes.
How do you feel about receiving your gift today? Are you so excited to see Santa?
Yes.
Are you so excited for Christmas season?
Yes.
Yay! Oh my gosh. What did you get?
I got a Ripfire base and I got a Ripfire base and a Super Grip launcher, even though I already have one other one. But another one could be useful.
What are you most excited about for Christmas?
Opening presents.
What did you get over there?
I got a soccer ball.
Is that your favorite sport?
Yeah.
As you can see, the students are super excited to get all their presents today, and it's been such an amazing time. We thank Direct Charities for everything that they've done and Chapman University for organizing this amazing event. And wishing you a happy holiday season. This has been Alexis Rodriguez for Chapman News. Back to you guys at the desk.
Oh, thank you, Alexis.
Thank you, Alexis.
That was too cute.
Oh my gosh, they're adorable.
And in keeping with our theme of a feel-good show, everyone's happy here because the semester is about to end, but a few of us are a little bittersweet because we will be graduating. So we'd love to pay homage to our wonderful seniors who won't be joining us next semester. So Robert in the booth, take that super secret senior package.
I'm Michael Hofling.
And I'm Adam Winton.
And I'm Jessica Mettert.
I'm Brenny Seipoltz.
I'm Robert Rosenfeld.
And I'm Nikki Lorenzen.
And I'm Alana Williams. And this is Chapman News.
So let's send to Jessica in entertainment. She has my dream job.
Thanks, Hove. From dancing handmaids to politically charged humor, the 69th Emmy Awards had everything, except good ratings. But it looks like this shark is in the holiday spirit, and so am I. It's December 1st, and you know what that means. It's time to blast Michael Bublé and wear my Santa hat. All things I've been doing since November, but at least now it's socially acceptable. Robert Rosenfeld tells us what the deals are and where to get them on this week's Week in Tech.
Brianna, Alana, I usually love to give you guys kind of a highlight reel of the biggest tech stories for the week, but this week in particular, there's only one really big tech story that matters, and is the one happening behind me right now. It is the launch of Apple's highly anticipated iPhone 10. Microsoft's internal database that stores all current vulnerabilities of the Windows operating system and other Microsoft products and software was hacked back in 2013. I'm Robert Rosenfeld, and that's the Week in Tech.
Feeling the burn. Ladies, I don't know how you do this.
Catalonia, one of Spain's richest regions, feels as though it is not receiving enough money back into the region from taxes. I'm Adam Winton, keeping you internationally informed. I'm Adam Winton, Chapman News.
The results are in for this year's Sexiest Man Alive, and you may or may not be fangirling about it. On Thursday, the New York Police Department said that the case is still under investigation, and they encouraged anyone with new information to come forward. Tonight proved to be a success in sparking conversation and educating students on how often sexual assault occurs right here on Chapman's campus. Today it'll be a toasty 89 degrees, and I'll have the rest of your forecast coming up next on Chapman News.
So today kicks off Halloween weekend, and if you're still stressing about your costume, you are not alone. This Tuesday, the Walt Disney Co. ended its ban of LA Times reporters from its press screening.
If you missed this performance, you can still catch the renowned opera at the Dorothy Chandler Pavilion in Los Angeles through November 19th. I'm Alana Williams reporting from the Musco Center for the Arts, Chapman News.
That's all I have in entertainment. Back to you guys at the desk.
But if you're wondering what this lip carpet's doing on my face, it's because November kicks off Movember, an awareness month to bring attention to men's health. Looking at a little 68, 69, 67 action all across the way. This flavor saver won't be going anywhere until December 1st. But hey, why would we restrict ourselves to orange when we can check out the temps in the entire county? So, well, that's about it for me. I'm gonna go stand outside in the rain and continue my various rain dances. Rain, rain, go away, more like rain, rain, come my way.
Welcome to the best campus sports show. I'm Michael Wolfing. Yes, I missed you too. Don't say those things about Tim. He tried his best. At least his mic didn't go out. But now I must give a warning to all Dodgers fans. The upcoming images are rather unpleasant to the eye. Thanks, Tim. I'm here with Athlete of the Week, Kevin Dyan. And Kevin, you've been on an absolute tear, and I have not been. I have never beaten an athlete, but I think this might change this week. A win against the second-seeded Cal Lutheran Kingsmen would secure Chapman a SCIAC championship.
I'm sweating in here, but not just because it's 75 degrees outside. I ran from the control room. That's why, right, I get to take a break from my uncomfortable chair to wear high heels and deliver you the weather. 16, Chapman University announced its plan to break ground on a new school for science and engineering. Good thing we live here in SoCal where there is no weather, because I have to run back to the control room now. But speaking of all things hot, here's my very own personal best friend, Tim with sports. A new chapter for science and engineering in Orange County. Reporting from Orange, California, Nikki Lorenzen, Chapman News.
But it's tough to replace somebody like me.
We hope that you understand and take that message as well.
Wasn't that nice? It's always good to stroll down memory lane.
Okay, most of the time I am afraid of change, but this is actually something I can get behind. That's our show. Thank you, Orange County, for letting us into your homes and share our news with you week after week. My 4 years on this show, serving my last of them as executive producer, has been an absolute pleasure. Thank you, Orange County, for giving me a chance to make my mistakes and begin my television producing journey. And thank you, Chapman News, and our amazing team here for giving me a chance to practice on you all. I think I speak for me and Robert. And so I've learned so much from all of you, and I'm forever grateful for the time I got to spend with you. I'm not sure yet what my next career step is, but I am confident that this is not goodbye, and we will be meeting again soon. And to my lovely counterpart, Haley Haskell, we hand this show to you and Sabrina and Tim Wolf. We trust all of you with what we've worked so hard for, and I'm confident in the vision that you have for our program. You all are, and all of our incoming students have a bright future because you will be calling the shots.
Oh my gosh, I don't even know what to say. I'm not graduating, I'm not a senior, but it's been such a great time anchoring with you for the last time. We've had lots of adventures together, and I am so excited. I will be back next semester. Come, guys.
And for the very last time, thank you, Orange County. I'm Nikki Lorenzen.
And I'm Haley Haskell. Have a great rest of your afternoon, guys.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching.
This is Chapman News.